Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. Today I'm going to be following up on this video I did last week titled, "A $2,300 device has been turned into a brick by a cloud security check that the manufacturer no longer supports." Here I'm talking about the Magic Leap headset. This is a headset that costs over $2,000, and when you have the headset on, you can see what's in front of you, but you can also see some other stuff on the screen as well. It's one of those augmented virtual reality things. I don't really understand them a lot, but that doesn't mean that I don't understand how the people that bought this are being screwed and sympathize with their plight, because this is something that's happening everywhere. I wanted to read a couple of comments that were in this video and then also my response. This is not going to be a happy video, but I think this is stuff that has to be said. I've been going over this in this channel for a long time and it really needs its own dedicated video. There are two comments here. "Hate this general environment of shitification as much as you, but..." Before I read the rest of the comment, do understand that there is this convention in the English language where when somebody says something like that, everything before the but does not matter, and the stuff after the but is what actually matters here. If someone is paying $2,300 for a headset, it's hard to feel sympathetic. Just like the people who pay hundreds for running shoes or even plain white t-shirts. They are objects of desire, not of function. They are ostensibly throwing around cash. You don't pay $2,300 for a headset because they're the best. You pay $2,300 for it because they're $2,300. And that's more than most people can afford. They like that fact. Second, I have no sympathy for people who decide to buy such products. Sorry, not sorry. Let's dig into this a little bit. So here's my response here. I wrote this down. I was going to make it a YouTube comment, but it really should be a video. "You are my boilerplate example of why the world sucks. Instead of organizing around injustice, you use it as an opportunity to bump up your own ego. Look at how much better I am than somebody who spends their money less wisely than me. Look at how much smarter I am than an idiot who spends $2,300 on that. On a product that I bet my balls you don't even understand the practical use cases of. Do you know that this product is used in real-world applications like training nurses to handle life-threatening airway fire safely? A 5-second Google search would demonstrate that not only is this utilized to help train surgeons who are doing jaw surgery, but it's also used in real-world applications like training nurses to handle life-threatening airway fires safely and helping surgeons plan complex surgeries." But you didn't care about that, did you? Because that doesn't allow you to get your dopamine boost from making fun of somebody else. This isn't just an augmented reality headset thing. Your loser mindset is found everywhere. Read forums and you'll see. When someone gets screwed over by Apple, they get called IFAGs. When an Android phone manufacturer screws over users and stops providing updates after 18 months, iPhone users make fun of them for being poor. When Ford finds every excuse to avoid covering a 2013 Ford Fiesta under warranty for a known faulty transmission, Chevy drivers laugh at them saying, "Ford, found on road dead. What kind of idiot buys that?" When Ford announces a patent to utilize car sensors to spy on drivers for the purposes of advertising, your response is not outrage at Ford or compassion for your neighbor. You laugh at them for being stupider than you, because only an idiot would buy a Ford. It makes you feel better. You get to feel enlightened without having done anything to earn it. General Motors made front-page news in the New York Times for spying on their drivers, then selling their driving data to insurance companies who use this ill-gotten data to raise their insurance rates. The Ford people will then laugh at them. The Ford and the Chevy owner will both laugh at the Tesla owner over right to repair. Then $4,500 to fix water that leaked into a headlight after Ford and GM spent $10 million on a commercial to convince Massachusetts residents in 2020 that right to repair would cause motorists to be raped in a parking garage. Rather than feel outrage at this malicious false advertising, "Hey, it wasn't my chosen car company that did that. I would never be so stupid as to buy from a legacy automaker. I'm way too smart for that." Walking around with unearned intellectual superiority based on the brand that they chose to do business with. Issues with the Boeing 737? No way! Lion Air Flight 610 went down because the pilot was an idiot. It had nothing to do with the MCAS system on the plane. I'm a smart pilot. That would never happen to me. All of you think that you're smarter than your neighbor, better than them, more moral and more honest. You gleefully take any opportunity to shit on them if it gives you 2 fucking seconds of dopamine boost. Your fragile ego is more important than compassion for your fellow man. You prioritize your need for unearned feelings of enlightenment and superiority over organizing and working together to solve problems in society. When a new problem comes along that deeply hurts you, your neighbor is not going to help you. She won't work together to solve your problem with the rest of society. Not only will she not help, she'll laugh at you the way that you laughed at her. Plus, why would your problems affect her? She's not stupid enough to drive what you drive, work where you work, vote how you vote, watch what you watch, buy what you buy, or be born where you were born. You moron. If only you were just like her. If you acknowledge that this problem is legitimate, you lose your unearned hit of dopamine. You're invested in believing that it's only a problem to idiots because looking down on them is where you get your unearned feeling of moral superiority. There are millions of issues that we can't solve. There's nothing I can do to save people who perished in Turkey's 2023 earthquake, and I can't put that Boeing 737 back in the sky. This is the easy stuff. This is supposed to be the low-hanging fruit. When a sociopath that runs one of these companies sees the result of him robbing people blind as not his own demise, but the people that he robbed laughing at each other, He does it again and again with more confidence. Someone posted a comment on this video that started like this: Lewis, how do you keep going after getting shot down or failing? I've watched you make a difference in this world for nearly a decade, and I feel a passion to make a difference, but I just feel like giving up. And I've talked about that on my other channel, Reflections on a Decade and a Half of Failure. I have no illusions as to the results of my activism or advocacy over the past 15 years. Less stuff is fixable now than it was 15 years ago, and I don't imagine it's going to get any better just because I yell into a camera. I've come to terms with my losses, business failures, advocacy failures, and everything else. What I don't think I'll ever be able to come to terms with is the real red pill, that it's not some small cabal of people that make the world a shitty place. It's ourselves, and it starts with people like you. You make the world a worse place. I truly believe that. This is what I notice in the comment section of everything, everywhere. When there's some issue with a Samsung phone, you're an idiot. You bought it, like, why didn't you buy an iPhone? What are you, poor? If somebody buys an iPhone and then they take away the headphone jack, the Samsung users laugh at them. And then Samsung takes away the headphone jack. They laugh at you for the storage going up and up in price. And then they take away the micro SD card slot on your phone. And what do? Yes, Tesla is a shitty company. I get it. They're a very shitty company. But then when your company spends $20 million trying to convince you that if a mechanic down the street can fix your car, that you're going to get raped in a parking lot, what do? Tesla didn't donate to that ad. Tesla cars are computers that suck up a lot of data. And then you make fun of them. You say it's not a general problem. It's their problem. But then what do you do when every single General Motors brand is taking information from your car, selling it to an insurance company without consent, and using it to raise your rate? Nobody comes together when these things happen. It would fucking kill you to say, you know what, it sucks that you got screwed. I'm sorry. Let's work together to try and fix that. Because that takes away your feeling of being better. The reason that we are where we are is not because every single company is just evil and we're good and they're just way too powerful. At the end of the day, the reason that we are where we are is because it's easier to make fun of your neighbor to feel better about yourself than it is to actually organize and do something about it. That's what I've learned over the past 15 years. The more I dig into this, the more I talk to people, the more I hear how people respond every single fucking time something like this happens. It's us. It's you. It's every single person that prioritizes their ego over actually improving the world. And someday, it's going to come for you, and nobody's going to care. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. Plenty, the Greeny's up here. Whoa. Okay, that shot seems to have done some good. Look at how he jumped. He hasn't been doing that for a while.
Happy kitty.
Happy kitty. Good boy. Good kitty. Good kitty. Opened this and put it here. Does the Clinton try to steal the Greeny? Technically, that's a temptation, but... You know I lied when I said that this channel's never had a sponsor? At one point, Mars Pet Products actually sent Mr. Clinton a gift basket filled with Mars Pet Products. Which is kind of fucked up, because they actually sent me like $200 worth of free Greenies, and I have Temptations here. But Catherine did get these for me, and I am very happy to have Catherine's lovely gifts for Clinton on the channel. Let's see. Wow. That's a vicious Clinton right there. Look at him. That's right, boy. Okay, that's enough treats for you. You have a lot of... Yeah, you have to eat the healthy food now. I know. Fuck that. Are you ready in 4 years to become FTC chair, Mr. Clinton? We're going to do it together, boy. I'm telling you. It's going to be lit. It's going to be fun. That's what this country needs. That's what this country needs. I think that's what we're going to call it. The Consumer Action Task Force. CAT. CAT. You are going to protect the consumer. first, you need a Greeny. He can't find the Greeny. Okay, he found the Greeny. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now. Okay, what's my next one?